guys. I was feeling a little allergies. I took some cold meds. Now I'm all hopped up. Let's see how this goes. How are you guys doing tonight? Nice. How many of you guys were here at the last show we did? Okay. Then I don't have to do all new material. That's good. We have any East Coast people out here? One in the back, raising their hand. Where are you from?
Jersey.
Awesome. I grew up near Philly. I just wanted to know I wasn't the only asshole in the room, that's all. I've been in LA for the last 13 years, and I had a really hard time making friends with females because they're always like, oh my god, you're so East Coast. Which I eventually realized was just a nice way of saying, oh my god, you're such a bitch. I was like, oh, that's sweet, thank you. I'm a very sarcastic person, so most of my friends are dudes. Because let's be honest, ladies, for the most part, you guys cannot handle sarcasm. You get all butthurt. These guys are laughing in the front. Have stories to tell about that? You do. You get all butthurt. You're like, why would you say that? That's so mean. I'm a person with feelings. It was a joke. You stupid bitch. You don't have to, like, suppress your laughter. You guys can just let it out. It makes me feel good when you guys laugh at the things I say. I like it. Most of my friends are dudes, which whenever I tell guys that, they're always like, oh, red flag. Because they think I'm just sucking everybody's dick. Which is such an unfair judgment to make, because that is a very small portion of what our friendship entails. 95% of the time just hanging out, telling jokes, drinking beer. 5% of the time is me taking one in the mouth for the sake of our friendship. Or for stage time at shows in the middle of nowhere in Valencia. So, yeah, in the heart of it being Valentine's Day, what, tomorrow? Is that today? It's tomorrow? I don't even know, because I'm fucking single. Anyone else in here single? Yeah, let's get up being single. Anyone here have shitty friends who think it's their job to tell you why you're single, how to not be single, everything you're doing wrong? Yeah? Everyone who's not laughing or clapping at that, I assume you're the shitty friend. That's how that's gonna go. Now, my friends are always like, I can't stand the guys you date. Well, I'm not extremely fond of them either, okay? That's why I date them. I'm not marrying them. I'm not in a relationship. It's hanging out, getting to know someone, you know? And there's no way that anyone can even predict the shit that I go through on these dates. Because on paper, everything looks perfect. I went out with this guy. He's a doctor. He's a couple years older than me. We had great conversation, witty banter. He didn't ask to see a picture of my tits before the date, which I was like, oh, this could be the one, you know. So we go out. We have a great time. This is first date, right? So after the date, he leans in to kiss me, and he's like, I can't believe how close I feel to you so soon. It's just crazy how connected I feel. It's like you're my sister. And then he kissed me. I know some of you guys are in a relationship with a sibling. I don't think that's the best thing to say to somebody. But I was like, dude, no, that's weird. Don't say that. And he's like, why? Why is that weird? I'm like, A, I don't make out with my brother. And B, nope, just A. That's it. That's all we need. So then, I guess he thinks he's being cute or something. He leans in and he goes, don't worry, sis. I won't tell mom. And then he tried to kiss me again, guys, but I blocked it. And I was like, I'm pretty sure you don't want to kiss me right now anyway, because I just threw up in my mouth a little bit. Who says that? And that's something, like, no one is warning you for this. No one, like, your friends are not sending you on dates. Like, okay, listen, just have fun. Take it slow. Just have a good time. Relax. But he might want to role play that you're his sister and you guys are keeping a dirty secret from your mom. Listen, just feel it out. If that's something you're into, maybe wait till the second date. I don't know. No one is warning you for this stuff. It's ridiculous. And the sad part is that he was attractive, too. So it's like, oh man, can't talk to him anymore. That sucks. He's really hot. And that's usually how women are. But guys, you don't care. No, you shake it and you're like, no. Of course, if she's super hot, she can say the most messed up stuff on the planet. She could be like, I don't like black people. And you're like, what? Who says that? Just keep your mouth shut while we're having sex, okay? I fully believe in the law of attraction. Like, what you put out into the universe is what comes back to you. Because I have not seen this guy in over a year. I start telling this joke, and guess who hits me up on Facebook in our friend request? Good old Mr. Sister Kisser. That's right. That's what I saved him in my phone as, Mr. Sister Kisser. Because we do that, ladies. We don't delete a number. We just change your name to something silly, so that when you text us, we know who we're ignoring. You know, I guarantee there's someone in here who has a guy in their phone labeled as no. Just N-O, no. Don't you do it. Don't you call him. Don't you text him. And then you're drunk at like 2 a.m. on a Thursday and you're like, yes. That's why that doesn't work for me. I have to put labels in, to remind me why I don't like this guy. Like, currently in my phone, no lie, I have Mr. Sister Kisser, arrogant prick, and giant pile of shit. Once I've changed your name in my phone to giant pile of shit, there's really no coming back from that. So guys, last year I turned 35, and I fired my doctor, because you know what that bitch said to me? She had the nerve. She was like, you're getting older now. You should start thinking about freezing your eggs. Right? I was like, you bitch. What the fuck? How do you? It's everything I'm thinking in my head. But the words that came out of my mouth were, what does something like that cost? Guys, it starts around $10,000. I'm like, no, thank you. No, I've been freezing things. Leave this one up to the Lord. Maybe adopt an Asian baby. I don't know. But $10,000 is a lot of money. And the doctor's like, you can't put a price tag on the love of a child. $10,000 seems like a pretty good place to start. I didn't have money for that. I spent all my money on therapy and boob jobs. Because let's be honest, if we went on a date, you wouldn't care if I was fertile. You would just care that I was a sane person with great tits. And one of those things is far more important than the other. It's sanity. Just kidding, it's tits. No, I did actually, I did get a boob job 2 years ago. And I told my mom after the fact because she's super conservative. Actually, everyone in my family is super conservative. Except for me, I stand on a stage and tell dick jokes. Side note, guys, I grew up without a dad. I don't know if that fills any holes for you guys there. So I told my mom, and literally she cried. She cried, and she's like, why would you do that? You're such a beautiful girl. You need to love yourself. I'm like, I do love myself. And now I love my big old boobies, too. And I was like, why would she cry? Like, that's such a weird response. The only thing I can come up with is that now she thinks like, oh, I have fake boobs, so I must be just walking around like, hey, you want to see my tits? How about you? Guy in the back. All right, cool. Hustle up. We're going to meet out back. I'm going to lift my shirt. We're all going to have a good lipsy-feelsky. I only did that with my gay friends, okay? Which, listen, if you want your self-esteem to go like this really quickly, nothing is worse than when a gay man is staring at your bare breasts and he goes, okay, gross. Put your shirt back on. Like, well, that wasn't helpful at all. Now I have to show them to straight men. Thanks for proving my mom right. I think it's funny because guys usually say things like, if I had my own boobs, I'd never leave the house. I've heard guys say that. And I get it now. Because I'm like, sorry I'm late, guys. Not gonna lie. Standing in front of the mirror for 40 minutes just looking at myself. These things are amazing. You guys should get some. And the best analogy I think I can come up with is, have you ever seen little kids when they get brand new shoes? The way they walk, they're walking into walls and shit because all they're doing is looking at their feet. And everyone they run into, they're like, these are new! I get new shoes! Same fucking thing. Listen, guys, that's my time. I'm Rachel Henn. I don't know who's coming up.